Tonight's headlines: Philippines okays vax certificates of Bulgaria, Iran, and Panama. Comelec to form task force versus vote buying. Sara says Bongbong is her president. No Comelec employees involved in alleged Smartmatic breach. Cloudy skies, isolated rains to prevail over parts of Philippines. Bucks tramples Bulls 126-98. And Peso stays at 2-year low levels. Good evening. Today is Wednesday, March 23, 2022. I'm Miguel Paltagonon and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the stories for this evening. Malacanang on Wednesday revealed that the Philippine government has recognized the COVID-19 vaccine certificates of 3 more countries, namely Bulgaria, Iran, and Panama. Acting Presidential Spokesperson Martin Andanar said the Interagency Task Force on Tuesday approved the acceptance and recognition of certificates of the 3 countries for purposes of arrival quarantine protocols as well as for intra-zonal movement. Andanar said the IATF had directed the Bureau of Quarantine, the Department of Transportation, One Stop Shop, and the Bureau of Immigration to recognize only the proofs of vaccination so far approved by the IATF. Other COVID-19 vaccine certificates previously recognized by the Philippine government include that of Armenia, Hong Kong, Samoa, United States, Chile, Syria, Germany, Oman, Turkey, Ireland, Peru, Estonia, Greece, Portugal, Argentina, Qatar, Australia, Austria, India, United Kingdom, Brunei, Spain, Malta, Bahrain, Iraq, and Singapore, among others. Newly appointed Commission on Elections Commissioner George Garcia said the poll body is set to create a task force to probe reports on vote buying incidents ahead of May elections. Garcia said they have tasked their field personnel to make immediate investigations and reports regarding vote buying complaints in several areas. The Comelec commissioner said the poll body could not file formal cases based on news reports or those posted on social media. He said cases should be based on concrete evidence presented to them. He also pointed out that vote buying and selling are criminal acts punishable under the law. Thus, those alleging vote buying should file their complaints before the Comelec itself. Vice presidential candidate Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte maintained her commitment to her tandem with presidential aspirant Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. This as some groups and local officials began pushing for Duterte's tandem with other presidential candidates like Vice President Leni Robredo and Manila Mayor Isko Moreno. Duterte acknowledged the trust given to her by the public as she stressed that Marcos is her president, adding that the BBM-Sara Unity Team Alliance agreed to run together with a singular purpose of improving the lives of Filipinos and making the Philippines a stronger country. To recall, Albay Representative Joey Salceda, Deputy Speaker Rufus Rodriguez, and Zamboanga City Mayor Isabel Climaco led the launch of ROSA, or Robredo's Sara movement, which is a group of volunteers that is pushing for the tandem of Robredo and Duterte in the May elections. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Mahalin natin ang Pilipinas.
Lilipad na ang agila, magtatanggol, magmamahal sa ating bansa.
We shall fly, soar, fight, and win!
Maasa, Intay, Sara, sa'yo.
In other news, Comelec Commissioner George Garcia on Wednesday maintained that none of their employees were involved in the alleged security breach of the poll technology provider Smartmatic system. During the House Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms hearing on Monday, Smartmatic spokesman attorney Christopher Louis Ocampo emphasized that their system was not hacked and that the 2022 national and local elections would remain 100% safe and secure despite the issue. Ocampo then said that the source code and software of the automated election system was wholly governed and controlled by Comelec, noting that the poll body's own servers and infrastructure are separate and distinct from those of Smartmatic. Meanwhile, for their part, Garcia said that a hacker should come from inside Comelec should there be hacking in their own system. State Weather Bureau Pag-asa announced that Easter lights will prevail over southern Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Metro Manila and the rest of the country will experience partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms caused by the Easter lights and localized thunderstorms. For extreme northern Luzon, the wind speed forecast is light to moderate moving north to northeast, while coastal water conditions will be slight to moderate. Meanwhile, the rest of the country will experience light to moderate wind speeds moving northeast to east, while coastal water conditions will be slight to moderate. In sports, Giannis Antetokounmpo returned from injury to score 25 points as the Milwaukee Bucks crushed the Chicago Bulls 126-98. Antetokounmpo, who missed the Bucks 138-119 mauling by Minnesota on Saturday after complaining of knee soreness, come back in with vengeance as the Bucks pounded the Bulls lineup. The Greek star hauled in 17 rebounds and added 5 assists, while Drew Holiday also posted a big game with 27 points. 7 Milwaukee players finished the night in double figures. The Bucks, who led from midway through the first quarter, surging 35 points clear late in the game, improved their season record to 45-27 to stand second in the Eastern Conference. And in business, the Philippine peso appreciated against the US dollar after 3 straight days of depreciation, albeit still at 2-year lows, driven by the decline of global crude overnight. The local unit gained 5 centavos to close at 52.39 pesos to a dollar versus Tuesday's finish of 52.44 pesos. Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation Chief Economist Michael Ricafort attributed the appreciation to a mix of both local and international developments. Global oil prices eased overnight but have since rebounded after data indicated that American crude stocks fell in the past week. President Rodrigo Duterte earlier this week also signed amendments to the Public Service Act, which reclassifies telecommunications, railways, airlines, and logistical facilities as public service versus their previous classification as public utilities. That wraps up the stories tonight. Before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store, Araneta City, the Department of Tourism, MG Motors, Hina Motors, Security Bank, Empire Eastlands Holdings Incorporated, and Overseas Committee Affairs Council member Alan Lin of the Republic of China for their continued support. Again, this is Miguel Pautagonon, and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Fun and inspiring na kwentuhan, Sagot na yan ang programang Spotlight ng Daily Tribune. Makipagkwentuhan at kilalanin ng iba't ibang personalidad na kilala sa kani-kanilang larangan. Manood at makinig sa mga inspiring stories na kanilang ibabahagi kasama si Nina Ventura at Jojo Silvestre. Be ready ng mamangha at matuwa every Thursday alas 2 ng hapon dito lang sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Oh, vaccination, isolation. Gotta keep up with my nutrition. Gotta maintain my body condition. Then I can take my vaccination. What do I choose? What do I take? As long as it is not a fake. AstraZeneca, Moderna, BioNTech, even Sinovac, okay na. Babakuna ka ba? 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 Vaccination for the nation, no more isolation. With vaccination, babakuna ka ba? 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 Paturok, paturok, paturok.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Daily Tribune, may digital shows na din. Dahil sa mas lumalaki at mas lumalakas nating tribu, handog sa inyo ng Daily Tribune ang mga programang magbibigay buhay araw-araw. Be informed at mag-good vibes tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Be updated sa news and happenings sa Tribune News on Cue. Mas kilalanin pa natin ang mga paborito nyong atleta sa programang The Athletes Tribune. Alamin ang latest entertainment sa programang What's Up. Ma-inspire sa mga kwentong hatid ng Perfect. Search lang ang Daily Tribune sa inyong Facebook at Tribune Now on YouTube. See you there, mga katribu!
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its Viber community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tarsito are available on our community Viber.